This is division of rational expressions. And so we're going to move on with the standard, and we're just going to discuss what we're doing here. Basically, division is glorified multiplication. Just like when you were in elementary school and your teacher was teaching you how to divide fractions, your teacher said, I think they said, keep, change, flip. So you wrote this fraction down, 2/3, and then you changed it and you flipped it, and you did it that way. Remember doing that with division. Same sort of thing here. Multiplication is division is just multiplication. You just begin by flipping the fraction that follows the division sign. So if it follows the division sign, you flip it. So 4a to the third, b squared c, divided by 2a over bc. You're going to take this fraction right here. You're going to change it to multiplication. You're going to flip this one. Going to put it over here. It's bc over 2a. And remember how I taught you to do these with the multiplication video? You want to come straight across and multiply. Come straight across here and multiply, which I did. And then you start eliminating what you can. 4 divided by 2 is 2. A cubed over a is a squared. B squared, b to the first is b. 2 minus 1 is 1. And then your c's cancel out. And so you have 2a to the third over b. Come down here. Same thing with this one. This is 3xy, and it was really over nothing to begin with. Remember, if it doesn't have a denominator, it's got a denominator of 1. So 15x squared y squared over 3 times, flip this one, 1 over 3x squared. And remember to come across. 15x squared y squared times 1 is 15x squared y squared. 3 times 3, that's 9xy. And then simplify. 15 over 9 becomes 5 over 3. 2 minus 1, you have 1 left over in the numerator because that's where your highest exponent is. 2 minus 1, again, left in the numerator. All right, this problem, it got a lot uglier looking. I know it did. All right, take this one and flip it. So be sure to rewrite and flip. You're going to make a mistake if you try to just write one over the other. So, in other words, if you just try to just cancel it out and flip it and not rewrite, you're going to end up making mistakes. I see it happen all the time. All right, now once we flip this fraction, we're going to factor. N squared minus 9n plus 20 is n minus 4 and n minus 5, and I left this alone. 10mn squared does not factor, and then 5n minus 20 has a GCF of 5. All right, now, the n minus 4s cancel out. The 5 goes into the 10 2 times. And so then I have I think I have no idea here. Just a minute. Anyway, this gives us this 5 times n minus 5 over 15m to the 6th. Because, I'm going to do this problem from start to finish. I don't like the way it looks right here. We're just going to go across through here. All right. Now, 5 goes into 10 twice. Now I have 2 mn squared right here, n minus 5 over, and then in the denominator I've got 6 m to the 7th n squared. That's what's left in the denominator. Now I'm going to come down and I'm going to deal with this. 2 over 6 leaves me with a 3 in the denominator. I've got m to the 1st, m to the 7th. That leaves me with m to the 6th in the denominator. N squared cancels, and I've got n minus 5 left in the numerator. All right, let's go down here and let's do this next problem. Again, remember to flip. That's 34 m to the 8th, n to the 4th. Over n squared minus 5n minus 14, and then you factor. This one is the difference of two squares. it factors to be 7 plus n, 7 minus n, over 17 m n to the third. This is 34 m to the eighth, n to the fourth, over n minus 7, n plus 2. Then you can cancel out. Now remember, we had a problem similar to this when we did simplifying of rational expressions. Remember, these are exact opposite. So you have a positive n and negative n, a negative 7 or positive 7. So when they cancel, you're not left with 1, you're left with negative 1. And we generally write that in the numerator. All right, so if you come on this way, 17 into 34 is 2. So, and then this is how I came about this. You take that 34 m to the 8th, n to the 4th, and write it over 17 m n to the 3rd. I just took these two parts and pulled them and looked at them separately. That's going to give me 2 m to the 7th, n to the 1st. So that's what I have in this numerator with a negative sign, and then 7 plus n over n plus 2. Realize they might write this negative 2 m to the 7th n, and then do n plus 7 over n plus 2. Be ready for whatever they might throw at you on some standardized test. Be ready for it. Okay, and that is it. Thank you.